What's up everybody? Welcome to today's video. In this video, we're going to be installing the spoon style carbon fiber wing on this Honda S2000, formerly the Bruised Banana Supercar Suspects old car. So I've got all the parts. I finally found a wing. It's been a while. I've been looking for one kind of on a budget because the whole build, this build on this car, we've been trying to, stay budget conscious on it and not, spend or put a part on the car that costs more than we've invested in the rest of it. So everything that we've got on the car has pretty much been used or secondhand to keep it in line with this budget build. So lo and behold, we have a wing, got it used secondhand, but it's a carbon fiber one made by VIS. I'm sure if you guys have ever looked up carbon fiber stuff, you've either heard of VIS or Cybon. So this one is a VIS wing, so it's good quality. But enough of the talking. Let me spin this around, show you what we got, and let's get it on the car. So we have a number of stuff going on right now with the car. We got new tires for the rims, so we're going to be going to the track like I mentioned in the other video. Also, the coilovers, the Buddy Club coilovers that we have right now, those blue springs are the ones that come with it. And I have Swift springs that we're going to be putting on here shortly. But in this specific video, we're going to be installing this wing. So I have the carbon fiber wing. This thing looks wicked. And it's actually going to be functional. So it's going to mount on the trunk right about here and right about there. And it's actually going to put downforce on the back. And we're going to be tracking this car. So, this should all come into play. We also have this insane chassis mounted front splitter. So this thing's actually mounted to the frame. So it's putting downforce on the front end, but now of course we have to match it with the back. So I'm hoping this is big enough, and not that I'm trying to have a huge obnoxious one on there, but the amount of downforce we have on the front end right now is pretty crazy. So I'm just hoping this is going to be a good balance for now. I guess we can always, look for something else if we need to, or if, depending on how serious we get at the track. But we got some pretty sticky tires. Now we got the wing. Let's go ahead, and I have to assemble it first. So this bag here, again, it was used, so it has the stands in it. So here's the stands. It has a few adjustment holes and stuff so you can position the wing in different areas. And then it also has these end plates, so the carbon fiber end plates. I'm not sure which way they go on right now. I'm sure we'll figure it out soon enough. But these have to go on the end of the wing as well. So let's get the stands on there with the brackets that actually mount on the trunk. And then we can figure out where this all goes. All right, so I have it just sitting up here, but check out how crazy this looks. It's a lot bigger all assembled than I anticipated, which still looks good, but like I said, it's matching the front downforce that we have. I still haven't put on those end plates, but I think I just went based, because it was a used unit, I went based on the scratch marks that were kind of already here. So it looked like they had the stands on this side of the bracket, but I think I actually have to put them on this side because I'm trying to get it so that these brackets are pushed over to here, and so that they line up with the edge of the trunk. But I don't know, I'm sure that, things aren't gonna be 100% perfect, but I feel like I do need to flip this over a bit so that I can close up this gap, because I'm trying to look at pictures online because I didn't get any instructions with this, but I think this is supposed to be on this side so that you can have this tightened up. So I'm gonna mess with it before actually drilling the holes, because once we drill the holes in the trunk, that's kind of it. But I'm gonna mess with this for a minute, and once I figure out where it's supposed to be, we'll continue. Okay, so I think this is where it needs to sit, and the brackets are lined up. I haven't tightened everything, and I finally just kind of marked where I need to drill the holes on each side, so you can see my little pen marks in there. And same on this side, we got all the little holes outlined. So I'm gonna remove the wing for now. We'll drill out those holes, and then we can keep going. Okay, so holes are now all drilled, but you'll notice, hopefully the camera focuses, but you can notice kind of like these little burrs and whatnot. This is kind of just the plastic dip peeling up, but on the inside, see like there's this metal shavings. Oh, there we go. So see like these metal shavings and stuff like that that are kind of kicking up. I like to use these. If you guys haven't seen these before, these are like step drill bits, and they really clean up holes. So I'm gonna use one of these. It'll clean up all these burrs. At the same time too, you'll see that this one in particular had to go through two portions of sheet metal. So I think more than likely, I don't know if it's gonna, you know, the bolt's gonna be long enough to come all the way through, but I think probably more than likely what would happen on this one is we'll end up opening up this hole a little bit more so we can fix the nut to the first piece of metal there, like that first piece of sheet metal, and we can access it through this hole. So we can kind of put a socket in there to get to the nut. And these two are just, you know, basic ones. Those are just, the nut will sit there, and that'll be that. Same thing for this side. So let me get these on. We'll clean up all these burrs and stuff, and then we can mount it, do any fine tuning we need to, and we should be on our way. So like you can see, it really does a nice job of cleaning up the holes and making them super clean. This one's just got a chunk of rubber in it, but you can see, makes quick work of holes, cleans them up real nice and professional. There we go. So let's go ahead, we'll close this, and we should be able to put the wing on, hopefully. We did our measurements well enough that everything's close. I mean, you kind of have to leave a little bit of tolerance because, you know, everything's not absolutely perfect, but it should be pretty dang close, and we'll get the wing up on the car and go from there. So it looks like we did a good job of lining up all of our holes, and actually the bolts and hardware that they provide is long enough to go through both pieces of metal. So that worked out well. Don't have to muck around with trying to, you know, auger this out or make this out bigger to fit a socket in there. Everything lined up. Again, we got did everything proper and got everything, you know, lined up first go. So didn't have to auger anything out, and everything looks pretty good. So if I pull this down, this is kind of the look that we've got right now. Everything lines up, the brackets are nice, line up with the body line and the trunk. So these brackets are pretty cool. I mean, the way that they line up with the body, I'm really, really happy with how that looks. So let me get it all tightened down, get these end plates on, and see what she looks like. So here it is, all bolted up, tightened down, and I just have it in the center neutral position. You probably could see better from the side. So I have it in the center position right now, so it's pretty well just neutral. I gotta get the wheels on so we can put it on the ground and see how it looks all on the grounds. I did have the wheels off because I needed new tires on there, and I am gonna be putting on those springs, but I have to put it on the ground to take the measurements of where the car is actually sitting right now. So different story, but let me get the wheels on, we'll get the car on the ground, see what it looks like at ride height. Here she is, boys and girls. That's what it looks like when the car is down and on the ground. So pretty good attack angle, but again, there's a bunch of adjustability on it, so I'm not sure exactly where we'll put it. I mean, the actual end plates look a little bit angled in, but the wing itself is almost level with the car, if you can see, so don't pay attention to this here, but the actual wing is cutting pretty straight at the moment. So I don't know, I like the way that everything looks with having that front splitter on there and now having the wing on the back. I think it really completes the look if I can get this all in one shot here. So we got the splitter, the wing, I think everything's kind of coming together, but let me know what you guys think as always in the comments below. Stickers coming very shortly. Hopefully make an announcement soon on that, but that's how it looks. And even here, this wing is made obviously for this car, and it really follows everything nicely. So you can see it's got the, kind of the bump in there, and kind of follows the car nice. It doesn't stick out past the actual body too much, which is cool. But I mean, we might end up going bigger later if we need, but I think this is plenty for the time being. But again, let me know what you guys think. I'm pretty happy with it, but I'll give you guys my full review on it once I, you know, obviously test a little bit and get a feel for it on the road. This is kind of cool too, how it does this little curve out thing. But yeah, that is it, guys. And it came out nice, like everything lines up good. These brackets, we did a pretty good job, you know, lining it up with where it should be. And again, this is specific to this car, so the plates are made, it's not universal and just like kind of bolted randomly on there. It actually fits nicely with the trunk. So she's on there, she's tight, and she's done. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up for me. Also, if you're stopping in for the first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell icon so you're notified of all the latest videos. As always, guys, a lot more on the way. Right now, I'm about to rip the wheels off, put some different springs on there, some stiffer springs and a bunch of other stuff, steel braided brake lines. A lot more on the way. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.